Hello, hello. How goes it, my groovy people? This is Flower with Rebel Flower Tarot. I hope you guys are having a groovy day so far. Yay. Whoa, one more? Oh, somebody's luck has changed. This is just going to be a general energy reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what does not. So I got a message for you guys. Channel's message, by the way. There is some evidence that has been found. This is concrete evidence, unaltered, undocumented evidence. Like, this could be documents, this could be like paperwork, this could be some sort of tangible proof that you guys have been disenfranchised in some sort of way. Okay, this evidence was found like in a ear ringing in a safety deposit box, in somebody's wall, in somebody's garage, in somebody's shed. It's on, hey buddy, fucking bees. They're always attracted to me ever since I was a little girl, but I am a flower, so I digress. It was probably in somebody's vehicle, even like hidden, like deeply hidden. You know, like how like drug mules or whatever, they hide their product in like the walls of the vehicle, or like in the tire, or like under layers of different, I don't know, places where you could hide shit. I don't know, but however these criminals were thinking, they thought that they hid it really well. Also, I'm seeing somebody's attic. They didn't hide it well because there was a private eye, or there's an investigator that acquired them. All right, these people that falsified documents, these could be officials that were bribed or coerced or blackmailed or whatever, heavily paid to look the other way, that went along with the false narrative, or some false statements. Somehow, because of these false statements or these lies and deceit, there was some sort of benefit to them, right? And that's why these injustices have came to the surface. There was a narrative done towards a group of the collective, a large group of you guys, were people that have abilities, people that are gifted, that have supreme wisdom or insights, or just intuition. Okay, you could call it intuition, you could call it gifts, you could call it out of this world abilities, whatever you want to call it. These people were marked in a demonic way, even though they're only doing what they were bred to do. God's divine, the chosen ones. They were marked to be sacrificed from your family, friends, business, colleagues, whatever. And a lot of people were benefiting from them, not knowing who they were or what they were capable of. So this has been going on for a lot of you guys for years. How many assets were stolen? How many years have been taken from different people in different countries, in different states? And these are people of our government that literally failed you, failed me. And so all of that's being eradicated and balanced out. There's a debt that has to be paid, and they're going to correct it. It's being corrected right now. This could be past, present, or future energy, but I feel like a lot of these fuckers are already gotten picked up. Some people are already in jail. There's already been warrants and subpoenas. Like, a lot of these cases have already closed, but they're not speaking about it because there's still people on the run. There's still people thinking that they can hide from God. And it's kind of, you silly foe. Okay, so these are people that are abusing their power, criminals that are being arrested and made examples of. Okay, some of these papers could have documentation of truths about, like, a lot of you guys' lineage, a lot of you guys' status, like if you were adopted, if you weren't, original birth names, original documents that were unaltered. Okay, like some of you guys can be the heir of some high priestess, high priest, somebody that was or is a supreme being. Okay, and this was hidden by this weird alliance, secret societies, we call them cults, covens, churches, whatever. They wear many hats, they have many names. Okay. These people, these groups, these societies, these alliances were doing wicked things for a very long time, and people that you hold and trust and used to hold very dear, excuse me, let me go back to that, they dabbled in illegal activities, and they're all going down. Okay, because you're innocent, you're a tax-paying citizen. Some of you are. This is in America. I know a lot of you guys are. Ears ringing, so this is relevant. You're just a regular person that does what they're supposed to do, pays their taxes, you know, stops at a red light, stops at signs, stop signs, moves with purpose. And all you guys ever wanted to do was be harmonious, prosperous, without harming anybody. And the Spirit is saying there's no rest for these wicked people, places, family, friends, things. Because some of these people aren't even people. They have no souls. They are like clone, shape-shifting ass, non-soul bearing entities. Because they sold their soul to go against you and yours. And Spirit is saying the end's been here. They know who you are, and they know that you know that they know that you know. Does that make sense? They know that you know that we know that they know. Okay? My earth angels, my starseed, whatever title you energetically assign yourself. These terrible injustices took place because you are walking karma. It was a test of a lifetime, and you guys all are going to be vindicated this lifetime, this one. Because so many people looked away because they were paid to, and they have to pay this debt to society. Now they're caught. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. I've said that many times. And somebody's suffering. A lot of people are suffering, and they're uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable because they were sitting so comfortably in the devil's shoes, in your abundance, and your light, and your in the shadow of your light, doing wicked things. These are people that you used to call your lover, your mother, sibling, cousin. It doesn't really matter. Okay? These individuals were trying to cheat death, cheat the system, divine cosmic laws, spiritual and physical 3D ones. And they failed. They failed these spiritual tests. Whereas the collective, whoever I'm speaking to, you have passed, because you believe that something can manifest out of nothing. Something can manifest out of literally a bad encounter, your homelessness, not having enough to go on your day-to-day life, like maybe not having hygiene things, maybe not being able to hit a shower, maybe not being able to have enough to support yourself and those you love. You believed that you can manifest anything out of nothing if you raise your vibrations, if you kept the faith. And that's literally what faith is. Believing in the unbelievable. Knowing without a shadow of doubt that you will come out on the other side, and you don't have to do something illegal, you don't have to do something criminal, you don't have to do something wicked and dark and soulless. Okay, so it's only right to say that these people, these entities, confirmation, are demons. Okay? And they operate from unhealed spaces. And that's not the collective at all. That's not what we signed up for coming back here in Earth School. So expect happiness, positivity. All right? Expect that somebody is feeling lost and upset. We have Buttercup in the reverse here. Somebody's very vulnerable because it's as if God's put the light on, and all these cockroaches, they have nowhere to flee, nowhere to hide, no darkness to hide under. They're out in the open. And not only are they out in the open, their masks are off, and you see exactly the energy that they emit in their souls, in their hearts, of all hearts. Some of them don't have souls, so let me correct that. Some of them are like vaporless beings, just kind of standing there. Okay, we also have here the telescope, right? So there's understanding, there's deep knowledge, deep clarity that's coming to the surface. And you guys are focused for it. You're ready for it. You did the work. It's your turn. Okay? We have here the corset as well, meaning you're secure. Something about your guys' confidence is unwavering. Something about you guys are very grounded, very level-headed right now. And it's because you don't look like you've been through anything you've gone through. What am I supposed to look like? A homeless person my whole life? I've been homeless. I've had to sneak my son in. My best friend at the time, girl that I met at one of the shelters, and her parents' home through a window during the winter, and I was freezing cold in my car at the time, but at least my baby was warm. This is when I just had the one child, and people knew. I didn't have a family to reach out or send me money. People knew I was there. There was people on vacation during the time that I was in the shelter and hopping place to place until I got my forever home. Okay, so we live, we dust ourselves off, and we keep moving forward without doing something criminal, without doing something like lawless. Like, lawless behavior gets you nothing but more time and karma. Okay, so take with that what you will. We also have here the book and the reverse. So somebody was very arrogant. Somebody was very ego-driven, dare I say. Like, they let their ego rule them. They didn't even try to open it. You were prejudged, I heard premeditated unaliving. They wanted you to take yourself out, but that's not how we do this. The fuck? I'm not trying to hurt myself. I don't like scarring myself. Now, if I fall down and I stumble and I get some bruises here and there, then that's God's will. But to purposely do some misfortune to ourselves or others knowingly, that's karma I'm not willing to participate in. All right. So we also have here the bat and the reverse. So there's upheaval, there's misunderstandings, there's a lot of conflict with y'all just moving without help, without assistance, without, like, somebody wanted you to like wreak such havoc. Like, they wanted you to be upset, they wanted you to tear shit up, they wanted you to pull shit out of its roots, and like, that's not your style. You know that within divine timing, everything happens as it's supposed to. Whatever is meant to be will be. So because of that, because you walk with faith, your luck has changed. There's something abundant about your energy. You're very prosperous right now. Everything you touch turns to gold. And this was something that somebody was trying to slow down or stop completely. They were trying to cut your cord to your elegance, to your higher self. And now they are disconnected. See how that works? And you see them for who they are. They're masked all the way off. And it's really sad. We pity them. And we say, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Honestly. Let me see. I also want to say, like, there's some sort of excitement in y'all's energy. Like, somebody's excited for you. Like, I'm excited for you guys. This is beautiful that you're walking by faith and you're not tearing anybody down. You're just sharing your truths. And if your truths expose the frauds, the fakes, and the phonies, and so be it. It is what it is. You're like balancing on this thing. Okay, maybe I just should put my crystal right there. Yeah. Okay, so let's just get into this. Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, what do they need to hear in regards to this energy? Shit is exposed. Like, I feel like it's been exposed for a long time. I feel like the powers that were moving as if they had crossed all their T's and dotted all their I's, and that's just not how it was. They didn't know that there was an original document found. Like the originals of the originals. Like they paid people to alter stuff, like even in a system. I'm seeing somebody like change somebody's health status, like on a computer screen, or change somebody's birth time, date, name, age. But little did they know that they were being watched, and they already had the original paperwork, the original whatever this is. So understand, these people can only operate in unhealed spaces. It is what it is. So there's this renewal energy. It's like you guys are constantly evolving. Every day is a rebirth. It didn't used to be like that. But because of all the shit that was being sent to you on the daily, you needed that added protection. You needed that added like compassionate energy from the universe to even things out. So we have Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, frustration. Painful endings. Frustration because this is a painful ending. Knight of Wands, Holy Spirit. There could be a Queen of Swords, or this is your energy. You're a Queen of Swords. You're taking shit down. Okay? You have clear boundaries, and you're not letting just anybody fuck with your will. I feel like you guys cut the cord, you cut these alliances, you cut anything that was not serving you. Let it be a habit. Like, I'm seeing somebody like twist it up and cheapen. That used to be me. That used to be like my anxiety medicine, my everything. And now I haven't smoked in years, and I'm okay. You'll be okay. You'll keep going on. I just don't trust it. Like, so many people be like altering it, putting weird sedatives in it, even though it's legal here now. Like, oh well. So somebody could be overspending and very greedy with y'all's energy. They could be craving a connection with y'all. They could be craving some sort of stability now that you guys are free and you're flying your little bat wings off to a new cycle, a new destination, a new consciousness. Yeah, there's somebody here that's burnt out because of that. What is this greediness, Holy Spirit? I feel like Spirit wants you guys to be aware. Like, had you known you were heiress, a millionaire, billionaire, you probably would have shared with these people. Because if you had all that, you have enough to spare and share. You probably would have shared with these people, but God's source, the divine, needed you guys to see who your enemies were, known and unknown, and black and white, in front of you. The weirdos. Because He's not going to bless no mess. He knew, like, if He were to give you your riches, give you this title, give you these truths while you were still in the presence of your enemies, they would, like, claw at you like the demons they are. And there's a reason why you had to cut the cords. You had to reach for the stars and walk by faith, because these people are not capable of doing that. So there's no way they could reach you. Now you're behind a velvet rope. They don't know the password. You have this bubble of God's light and protection all around you, and the enemy is triggered. Even here, we've got self-protection. You preserved your sanity, and these fuckers are going delulu. Yep. Somebody could be looking at memories of you, being very nostalgic. We have a new partnership here. So because of these truths happening and these new connections, you may have a proposal. This could be like in a romantic setting or a business partnership, but we've got some happy memories that are gonna take place because of this happening, because of this conflict coming to an end, or having these people just, I feel like they're fighting each other now to the death. So you're not even in this energy, other than you protected yourself and you set clear boundaries. So yeah, Spirit said let them in each other. It's like they would stop at nothing, and then somebody's also spitting nothing as they're sharing everything. Like something about somebody, the allies that they had in these ranks, the allies that they had in this society or this group or this church or coven or whatever, that's what's happening. There's so much rivalry. Somebody's upset because somebody was doing this magic when they should have been doing this magic during the ritual. Somebody was in hidden competition with you guys when they should have been pretending to be your friend, and maybe you would have broke them off. But if you're anything like me, you have no friends. I have no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no fiance, never been married. Came very close a couple times, especially the last one. But I'm a soldier of one. Just like this Queen of Swords, we're soldiers of one, and that's just temporary. You have a soul tribe out there. You have a divine spouse in your energy already. Yeah, bottom of the deck is justice. This is to be fair. Balance is being restored. Balance has been restored, excuse me. That's what Spirit just said. There's a cause and effects for everything, and this is universal law. It even says that here, law. This is how it has to be. Them practicing this competition, them holding up their swords in battle, you don't have to do that anymore. You have maintained control, and this is why you're coming out unscathed. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Ooh, what did I say? We got an Emperor in the energy. Hi, Divine Masculine. So you got a protector, a father figure that is helping you get to your good luck with this wheel and the upright. So something was inevitable to end. Something was, these changes, these cycles had to come to completion. And something about, a lot of these enemies, oh, fudgy fudge, the wind just started blowing, like it just got cloudy. A lot of these enemies were catalysts for y'all's forward movement. Damn, and then Spirit blows this over. Death dogs, death angels, grim endings. Grim endings. Damn. It's gonna be grim endings. So while you guys are having changing of powers, the powers that were are no more, the seats open, like the positions for these people that were doing something illegal and wrong, there's a lot of open positions now, or there's about to be. Spirit is saying plan to change your location. You could be traveling soon, leaving home, and this is part of your destiny. Yeah, you guys have strength here. You guys are very courageous. It could be a fire sign, or you could have fire in your chart. Let me see what fell. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this shit up. Poverty. Somebody is in poverty. Somebody is homeless. Somebody is a rolling stone. Somebody wants to ask for your assistance. Something significant about 8 days, 8 hours, 8 weeks. Something's completed though. We'll go right into these. This is right here. Wow. Let me clean this up out of my bedroom. What is poverty, Holy Spirit? What do they need to hear? So I feel like a lot of you guys have been changing your Akashic records. It's like somebody was fixated on y'all's destiny, and so they infringed on your free will and did like a lot of domination spell work, incantations and stuff to see what was coming for you, so they could slow it down or stop it. And because of that, now God's having you guys write your book of life as it's happening. Yeah, some of you guys could be single, sexy, and successful. And you don't have to... never mind. Divine Masculine enamored. So somebody loves you. This is exactly what the Spirit needed you guys to hear. You do have a divine spouse in y'all's energy. There will be divine connection, divine union. Okay, what's poverty? Oh my god. Poverty for trying to play God in y'all's life. We got Ice King in the reverse. Somebody was like a real dictator. Somebody masculine was a real dictator confirmation in y'all's energy in the past. Love spell in the reverse. Somebody was still trying to do some dark magic on y'all. Pull you back in. Because they know that there's true love. There's a divine spouse in y'all's energy. There's a divine spouse in y'all's energy with a soulmate being here. What are they screaming? I don't know if she's all there, but there's like a lot of homeless people like over here at the park. Dang. What's the Ice King? What do they want to say? I feel like, oh, now the sun comes out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Whatever you're going through, it's temporary. It's there to help you guys evolve to be your highest good. Understand, no matter what you're going through, let it, okay, monitoring spirit, let it be a bad day. Or yesterday, I walked into this place. I was in the parking lot of going into this place, and my whole shoe broke. And I was like, Spirit, am I not supposed to go in here? My whole damn shoe broke off, like all the way off. I was like, I didn't have enough time to go all the way home. So I just went to the thrift store. I went to Goodwill and got another pair of shoes, and then went to my appointment. I'm like, I guess I wasn't supposed to be there at that exact time, because I still got there, still got handled what I needed to get handled. So I'm like, pay attention to that. Like, shit like that, a less evolved person would be triggered, probably shout to the heavens, be like, why me, Lord? Why is this always happening to me? And I was like, I feel like now that a lot of the collective have done their shadow work and has evolved mentally, emotionally, spiritually, we come to the conclusion of everyday life things here in this physical reality. Like, what do I need to learn from this situation? What do I need to see? How can I tweak this perspective and look at it in a different way? And that's exactly what I did. And I was like, that's weird. But then the shoes that I was gonna get at the Goodwill or whatever were kind of pricey, and I was like, no, I don't need that. And then I get to the checkout thing, and it was way half that price. So I was like, thank you, Lord. A win's a win, and I love that, because I be balling on a budget. I got kids to take care of. I'll be buying shit brand new. Yes, Earth Angel. Somebody looked at you, underestimated you because your wings weren't out, and that's because you guys were hidden in plain sight. Somebody want to ask the Earth Angel for a place to stay, a warm embrace, a place to like ground themselves and feel whole again. But y'all didn't get that way overnight. Y'all went through the shadow. You guys have demons. You talk to your demons. You're friends with your demons, and now you can speak to both sides. You can tell when you're being triggered. You can tell when you're being tested, and you move accordingly. And guess what? You move without doing anything illegal or hurting someone or trying to take somebody out of this realm. Like, this get rich quick scheme type shit, these RICO crimes and all this manipulation of the past, it doesn't ride here anymore. Okay? Spirit's not having it, God's not having it, ancestors ain't having it, universal law ain't having it. Alright. House, mature man. What else do they need to hear? So, I'm hearing that song from like, was it like elementary school, but it's like a graduation song. I think it's called that, the graduation song. As we go on, we remember all the things we did together. I don't know, so some like double confirmation on somebody's like watching y'all, or they're looking at the Earth Angel, starseed, whichever you are, and they're getting very nostalgic. They're remembering a time when you were nothing but good to them, when you really loved them, when you would walk beside them, behind them, and they're sad. Somebody's going through abuse from this manipulation. These manipulation backfires returning to them tenfold, because this is a lot. Confirmation. And we have abundance. Your abundance is protected. This abundance is for people that did the work. You did not cut corners. You did not lie, cheat, or steal. Somebody was probably going to like false practitioners or dark practitioners, or people that only dabble in shadow, wicked magic. And they're upset. They're upset this love spell doesn't work on them. These flying monkeys are upset at the ritual work backfiring. Somebody could have like an altar of your guys', oh, I heard skin, hair, blood, like they were digging through your trash to get your period blood or whatever. This ritual abuse and manipulation, it's hitting them hard. This is that great conflict. I feel like, so yeah, circling back to that, I feel like there were people in these societies or these groups that like paid practitioners do their own root work or whatever type of dominancy they try to create. Like one's doing fire magic, one's doing death magic, one's doing water magic, one's doing shit with the moons, one's doing shit with your skin, one's doing shit on your pictures, one's doing like scrying, like confirmation. They're in conflict because there's too much shit going on all at the same time, and it fires all down to jealousy, pride, ego, competition. You cannot compete where you do not compare. Do you understand that? So if somebody's looking like the energy they put out, abundant, they're jealous. And this is green with envy. They're sick. Somebody's very sick. This competition, this envy, this pride and ego is turned into a disease. They are diseased now. A dis-ease. They manifested this. That's why you gotta be careful who you fuck with, careful who you try to like slow down or dominate, because you could be in the presence of an angel. You could be in the presence of a starseed. And understand, angels, starseeds, they don't look like anything they went through. God's not gonna have them looking like this. Everybody would be fucking with them. Everybody would try to get like a little taste. Everybody would be tempted to touch. They're gonna look like you and me. They're gonna look like what you don't expect. Destruction. So this envy and jealousy has turned into destruction in the masses. This is a conflict. They're all caught up. So many people are going to jail. When I tell you this is going to be the bust of the century. The bust of the century. What is jealous and envy? Damn. Because of your self-love. Because your connection to ethereal, because of your wisdom, honestly. The ethereal plane, physical plane, spiritual dimension. We have like this priest in the reverse. This could be a practitioner. This could be somebody that just abused their title, abused their position, abused their ranking. And not only did they do that, they made a minion of flying monkeys to mimic that same behavior. Everyone is cursed. Everyone will have karma. Everybody's experiencing karma right now. Let it be spiritual karma or literal physical 3D reality, pound you in the ass, jail. That's what Spirit said. I'm just a conduit for the divine. I say it like they say it. Yeah, somebody didn't change. Somebody didn't evolve when they had the opportunity to. Because in the same, like, there are people here. There is an energy here of people that knew that they were doing something wrong, but they were going to claim that they were being victimized, blackmailed, like they had some sort of energy against them, or they're going to claim that they were in dire need because, oh, I was facing homelessness. I was facing homelessness. What was I supposed to do? Do the right thing. It costs nothing to be kind. It costs nothing to do the right thing. You use your free will. So go ahead and sit in this cell, do your time, and think about what the fuck you've done. Because we could have cheated, we could have lied, but guess what? We'd be sitting in karma with y'all. The fuck? There's a lot of karmics that are still in your energy that wish that you would reach out to them, but we don't do that. Yeah, intuitively you know that you're better than that. You're bigger and better than this. You have the foresight to know what's for you will always be for you. And now we have a soulmate for you. It's time for these soulmate unions to take place. Death magic in the reverse. So I feel nothing in regards to this death magic. Somebody's going to be unhappy that this death magic is sent to them, returned to them on everything that they love and hold dear. God's will be done. You knew it was going to be bad. Yeah. The universe is going to see you guys as high honor. They already do. Your ancestors do. You're being celebrated. Death magic. Yep. Come back in. High Priestess almost came out. Yeah, it's the end of the line. Okay, I can't make this shit up. It's the end of the line. And destruction has set in a monumentous way. And this is not what they expected. Breaking the deck to legal, yeah. These legalities are not what they expected. Somebody could give you a call. I'm not answering that. Leave a message. Split it back to illness. What did I say? Somebody is sick. This energy has turned into a dis-ease within their vessel. This is not what they anticipated. This is not their expectation. So expectations, clarify expectation. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, thank you for the messages. Thank you for the messages. I heard Spirit say thanks for the memory. So gloomy thoughts in the reverse. No need to have gloomy thoughts. Keep your mindset very optimistic right now. Somebody wasn't expecting to be depressed. Somebody was not expecting to self-sabotage them. They didn't have the self-love. They didn't have the protection, and they didn't do the shadow work to protect themselves from this reality setting in. Had they done some sort of self-love, they would have raised their vibration, and none of this would have touched them. None of this could have been returned to them. But as you see, lie down with dogs, you get fucking fleas, and it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. So they're in their thoughts because you guys are very intuitive as well. They're in their thoughts because, like I said, you know what they know, and they know that you know. Alright? Soulmate? Tell us more about the soulmate. This came out in the reverse and it spun on the table to the upright. Rich lady. Get out of here. You may have to like shoo somebody away from y'all's energy because you are regal, you are grace. You walk with wealth. You speak like wealth. You have a good life. Even if you have less than, you're comfortable. You have an attitude of gratitude, and that, my friends, my beloved, that is abundance in its definition. To have an attitude of gratitude, to be happy with what you have, and make fun. Have fun and privilege in everything you do. Win money. Rich lady will win money. Somebody stole y'all's gift. Like, y'all could be a trust fund baby, an heiress. Somebody that's very affluent. Somebody was profiting from you guys not knowing who you are, from taking your inheritance. But the gag is, we know, bitch. And so you will get tenfold, and your luck has changed. Period. What's the rich lady? Y'all could be saying hella helicopters. I know I do, but I already know why. It is what it is. Just understand, you're protected. There are people that like follow you, stalk and harass you, want to gaslight you, but they can't do that. Change. Again, change in the reverse. Somebody didn't adapt. Somebody will have, oh, I heard somebody's got to relocate. Like somebody could be kicked out of a home, they have to relocate. Somebody's being kicked out of a position, they have to have a career change. This is happening swiftly, Spirit said. Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. I said it, but I didn't want to talk about it. So sick in the bed. Sick in the head, I heard, and sick in the bed. Somebody's refusing medical treatment is what I also heard. Or they just had a checkup and they got poor diagnosis. This could be mentally sick as well, like spiritually just depressed, at bed rest, just having poor health. Because they're not getting this great fortune. They do not have good luck. And their dreams are not coming true. Especially, how did you think you were going to benefit from somebody's demise, somebody else's demise? How did you think that the universe was going to just let you keep winning off the back of somebody that did nothing, an innocent person? So now they're filled with discontentment and animosity. What else do they need to hear? House. I can speak, Spirit. Y'all are gaining stability, and you will have a new family, a new location, actual real estate, your own land, your own property. Child. Because, what did I just say? You are innocent. You are this child. You are this heiress. You are this trust fund. You are the chosen one. It was written in the stars. This was supposed to happen. These people were supposed to be tempted to touch the earth angel. And they failed the test. That's not your business. The fact that they failed their own mission because they're inexperienced and greedy, y'all are going to be happy. Y'all are happy. Unexpected money. Speak, Spirit. You are getting a return on your investment, and your investment is you. Loving you. Moving and changing the vibration of everything around you because you started to love who you. And that love kept your heart chakra open, and the universe loves that. Source loves that. You're ready for your blessings. Spirit is saying you passed the test. You're ready for your blessings. You're ready for this abundance because you don't have these scraggly demons all at your coattails. You can really just live for you. Okay? This is generational wealth. This is enough to spare and share. Ooh wee. And somebody else is gonna have to work. Somebody else is gonna have to go to the food pantry, the food bank, Salvation Army, charity places. I've done that. I do that all the time. I actually like the thrift store because I always find like cool stuff in there, unique stuff. Like I'm not really like a label whore, if you will, but something about y'all will be definitely working multiple jobs. I'm talking to the Karmics. Where you're going to have to craft some new habits. And it's going to be hard. But it's going to give you... it's going to make you stronger. It's going to give you tenacity. You're going to build grit and humbleness. Okay? And you're going to make something by your hands. And this additionally, I'm also getting the energy of y'all put in the work. The fuck? Y'all put in the work. Y'all could be self-employed or have your own separate small businesses. Military person. Something is very strategic with this new position. This could be like you guys is changing work. Like when you change locations, you'll have a different position. This could be something like a branch of government. This could be working for like an intelligence agency. Ooh, I got God bumps. I don't know. Somebody's gonna be like an advisor or something. Because y'all follow the rules, so they know they can trust you. And look at all these merits and rewards this gentleman has. That's not overnight. This is putting in the work. Okay? And being of authority and not abusing their position of power. Very disciplined. Y'all are very disciplined, and so is this individual. Who's a military person? What is military person? Holy Spirit. Military person. Court official. This military person could be working with the court officials to bring you this abundance. This could be a mediator. This could be a judge giving a fair and just ruling. This could be some sort of local government. This could be a doctor or a magistrate. Y'all are on the good side of right, and like I said, you're protected. Your dreams, your aspirations, they're protected. Thoughts. Somebody's in their thoughts. So I feel like because of these truths coming out, like these hidden documents, these hidden alliances, these hidden societies, all these manipulations and dominancies and changes unbeknownst to y'all, somebody took a deeper look. Somebody was obsessive over finding the truth. And because of that, that's why these people are going down. Somebody was overthinking something to the point, like, okay, I'm hearing like something was like not sitting well with somebody that was in. So there's like good people in these positions of powers, and then there's the people that were bribed, that were doing wicked shit. The good people that were in these positions of powers that, like, I don't know, triple check things, they're like, yeah, you know what? Something ain't sitting right with me. Why does this person's family not talk to this person? Or why did this person's family say that they were dead? Why is this person on papers married in this other country, this other state, but in this state they're alone and they're a solo parent? Like, there's so many things that wasn't sitting right with them, and so they obsessively kept going under the grass. No, what am I saying? Like, no rock was unturned is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So somebody memorized how they were going to do this or play this role. Like, this family memorized how they were going to act. These ex-lovers, these friends, everybody that was bribed and under the coin or under the powers that were, let's say it like that. Now they're deep in their thoughts because they're like, we thought we did everything right. Oh, phooey. Yeah. Sit and think about that while you're in jail. Something about, you guys now have the recognition and the respect of these authority figures. This is probably how you're going to get this new position. I'm just throwing that out there. That's for some of y'all, not all of you. Because you're confident and you're direct. And there's a lot of beautiful things ahead for you guys without saying too much. Anything else? Court. Court in the reverse. So court is not going to be good for a certain group of people. And it even says here, official documents. I told you, this is the reading. This is y'all's reading. Lawsuit. I feel like y'all will be suing these fuckers that said horrible things about you. Defamation of character. Perjury, bitch. Small claims. Court is going to end in y'all's favor, but for these other groups of silly hats, it's not going to end in their favor. And it's going to be a long journey of sorrow, stress, and fatigue. And y'all are moving on to a better and brighter path. Unfazed confirmation. Okay, I feel like I gave the reading. That is the energy. Let's get some final messages for you guys. Okay, I gotta go shop. I think I'm gonna I made for my clients today, and I never made it before, but it came out so yummy. Salmon croquettes. I'm gonna make that for my babies. Confirmation and spirit. I'll put some on your altar. You know I do. So maybe separate download. Somebody needs to like update their altar or like put some flowers or some yummy treats for your ancestors. They would really love that. Okay. Somebody's ancestor said, fuck yeah, I would. An elder gentleman, masculine, said that. I sure would. And tobacco. I heard somebody say tobacco. Okay. I don't ever go into like the liquor store or the gas station to get. I used to give my ancestors like the filling of the spliff, like the tobacco, but I haven't been in there in forever. I don't drink or anything, so I guess I'll have to get some of that on payday. Some tobacco for them. You're gonna have to hold up, ancestors, okay? You're gonna have to wait, but y'all could benefit from doing that. They love tobacco, okay? Let me some more energy. Final messages. Thank you, Spirit. Uncrossing, light to remove cross conditions. It could be beneficial for some of you guys to light a candle to uncross any conditions that may still be lingering in your energy. Light for prosperity and protection. That could be beneficial. Thank you. Listen to recite mantras. Listen to or recite some mantras to keep yourself very grounded, very level-headed in these trying times of the karmics. Keep sending you devil magic and these flying monkeys all in your shit. Okay. Smudge. You could smudge it away. Somebody could definitely benefit from some Palo Santo or some sage. Nope, this is Palo Santo. Palo Santo. Go that route. Sage is like for special shit. You don't have to light sage all the time. Somebody's lighting too much sage is what I just heard. Okay, so we have a cross of Karavaka. Light for health, prosperity, luck, uncrossing, fertility, love, and peace. Oh, somebody was doing fertility magic. Somebody was doing womb magic on the divine feminine because they don't want these spiritual babies to come. So no evil shall trespass against you. You're good, but you could still you could put all this energy on one candle. Say all these different things on one candle. Okay. We also have just judge, light for victory against unfair enemy, to aid in legal matters. You better speak, Spirit. If you guys are curious, this is from the Pretty Oracle. She also has a channel here on YouTube. This is her deck. So light for victory against an unfair enemy in legal matters. Message. There's a message. And it says halo or horns, spirit realm or 3D. Seek to balance yourself out. Okay, so somebody needs to balance themselves out. They're too fixated on this 3D physical reality. They don't give a damn about their soul, their spirit. And so that's why a lot of them have the opportunity to try again next lifetime, because this is all they know. Devil magic, death magic, death spells. But it works, and it used to work in the background. It used to work time after time. We would just sacrifice somebody and then we'd all get rich. The whole family get rich. We live off their insurance. We live off their assets. We live off whatever we stole. That shit don't work no more. You got to get off your ass and what? Work. Heal. Become your own master manifester. Period. And we literally have on the deck Jesus. It says light for guidance, protection, especially against demonic attacks. Alright? Yeah, your guardian angels are protecting you guys. You guys are protected. Light for guidance, protection of children, and spiritual strength. That is the reading. Okay? I love you guys so much. That's beautiful shit. This is beautiful stuff. Enemies known and unknown are gonna meet their maker. And they're in gloomy, sad, bleak, unhopeful thoughts about it. And it is what it is. So I will see you guys on the next one. This is Flower with Rebel Flower Tarot. Toodaloo to you. Bye.